What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back in the building today, guys. And June is right around the corner. Now, if you want to, throw some memberships on this channel, make sure you do that. It's very easy because we're also going to be starting to go live moving forward in the month of June over on this channel. I have a lot of things planned, a lot of things moving forward. Check out my community post. I just posted something a couple of days ago telling y'all what I got planned for this upcoming month and moving forward. But without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and let's get into the big upcoming releases for the month of June. All right, guys, so to pop things off, we had the Nike Air Tech Challenge Tart, and this is like the third time this sneaker has released. I actually own this colorway. I want to see if I have my video still up, matter of fact. But it was called a whole nother, like a canyon, or hold on. I know I have my video up on this. Okay, and I have the colors wrong. This is the kumquat, no diddy. But I know I had another one, bro. I swear I thought I did this one, or I had this one at one point. I guess I didn't do a video on it. I just remember like the dusted clay or something like that. Listen, guys, you're just gonna have to trust me, okay? You're just gonna have to trust me. I had these. I had them. If I can find it, I'll prove it one day. But these are set to be releasing a 1990 original colorway, 2008, 2014. See, I was there. I'm gonna find that damn video. I was there though. But these are coming back. They've been dropping all the OG colorways as of recently, so it's dope to see. I might have to grab them. I haven't picked up a pair. I still got my originals from back in the hot lava joints. They're faded, bro. I gotta get me a new pair very soon. I ain't gonna lie, but definitely love Air Tech challenges. I love them. It's a pioneer sneaker. The sneaker itself is a pioneer. Okay. You got so many sneakers that kind of took from this style and this shoe, from the Yeezy on the midsole right here, Yeezy, the Jordan 4 on the back portion. You got the wings right here. Some could say the Jordan got some of that as well. I mean, it's got a whole bunch of stuff on it that was later utilized on other shoes out there. Andre Agassi, salutes to him for making such a great shoe and great other Air Tech challenges. But this one definitely fire right here, and nice. They haven't been going for that much either, so if you want them, you should be able to get your hands on them. We got these limousine skateboards and Nike SB Dunk Low. Now this is supposedly set to release, I believe, on June 13th. Oh, June 19th, correct me. You know what I'm saying? $135 is the price point. Now these may be up higher on a lot of people's list out there. Don't get me wrong. The main issue I get, when it comes to SBs in general, is that they're not really easy to obtain. I mean, you think some of these Jordans are hard to obtain. The SBs are even a step further because majority of them only release out of a skateboard shop. Now, these are, of course, with a skateboard shop by the name of Limousine, but they mimic that of a football. And I think these are pretty fire, bro. You even see the little needle right here to pump that thing up, no diddy. But I think this is a pretty dope shoe overall. I wouldn't mind owning a pair of these if I'm being 100. You even see right there down the middle, you got the laces of the ball. I forgot the specific name of that, but where you grip the football. And I think they knocked this one out the park as far as design goes and looking like that of a football. Like, it looks pretty fire. And I mean American football, not a soccer ball. But I do call soccer football. I do have respect for it, okay? Don't worry. But these are pretty fire, and these are soon to come out, and I would not mind owning a pair of these. I might have to actually, keep my eye on the prize here and just, stay tuned, because who knows. Then we got the A Ma Maniére Jordan 5 Violet Ore. Now, I'm not a big fan of this particular overall colorway. It's very basic in my humble opinion. It's almost similar to, if not the same, to the recent Jordan 12s that dropped, which was in a black and this wine color. Then you also got the white and wine. I still own my pair, and we can all agree that the A Ma Maniére, what they do in their storytelling is, phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. And, they're based out of Atlanta. But I do feel like the colorways of recently have been kind of the same over and over. And I'm not lying. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my shoe. All right. I'm just checking. Yeah. Hey, if you guys are interested in this, it's over on eBay. It was just weird seeing this pop up in damn cookies, man. Sneaker Bar Detroit over here got some crazy cookies going on. They got my own stuff right here. But hey, at least it's working. But with that said, June 7th is the release of this particular shoe, and the retail price point is $225. The A Ma Manières, for the most part, guys, they're going below retail. So like, you don't even got to pay this amount of price point Now they do a lot of like shock drops and all that. So you usually see those drop and then they kind of drop again to the masses. And then that's the pair that kind of sits for the most part. But I'm taking a look real quick and seeing the secondary market on these, if there is one at all. So they're calling it the Burgundy Crush. There's no picture and the only size sell now. Oh, wow. So there's no like, you can't even buy this item. Obviously there's nothing to buy. There's nothing going on whatsoever. You can't do nothing. Obviously, because I guess Almamayer has been on top of these type of backdoorings or something of that nature. That part I don't know. But with that said, 225 June 7th, available at Almamayer and retail stores, and as well as Nike sneakers. So it seems like it's going to be a more dedicated release to this Almamayer themselves rather than an overall like drop where other stores are getting them. So these might be a little bit more on the limited side. Guess what? Doesn't change my mind. But it does follow the same pattern of the 3s, the 1s of those original Almamayer releases. But it's still a no for me. I'm good. Also, it is the same type of overall model that the recent 5s that had came out, the Dusk and Dawn pairs. They keep that same style, but they just swap the colorways for the like original Almamayer colorways, like that original 3 and then that like original Jordan 1. So I think it's cool, but 225 is too much. Sorry. Next up, we got the Haley Wilson's debut of the Nike Dunk Low collaboration. This one also drops in June, and I believe he was like an Olympus in the Tokyo. I believe he comes out of Australia as well. And, you know, 2020 Olympic right here, one of the fastest risers in the Australia pro skate scene and a participant in the 2020 Olympics, Tokyo Olympics, and further inducting Wilson into the brand's upper echelon via the most famous model is only a natural choice. With a combination of purple suede, icy blue outsoles, and black and white anchoring, has been known for some time, drawing comparisons to the classic SB pairs like the Skeletor. In the process, some of the finer details that this shoe has to offer come to light with no official Nike images. So yeah, I think these are pretty dope. The fact that it's a debut may be a big time thing as well, which makes me put it above that other pair as well. That one's more of a skate shop. This one is of an actual pro skater. I feel like that name itself is going to bring a little bit of more, you know, hype to it. There's no official, like, I guess Nike sneakers has June 7th as far as the release date. I like the colorway. It has that Concord purple type of look overall. A little bit more simpler than the other pair, but I do feel like this shoe is going to be pretty sought after as well in the overall release calendar of the month of June. So that's why I had to put it on the particular release. But it's a debut sneaker as well. It's going to be a big time shoe, I feel like, for certain niche of people out there and sneakerheads in general. I believe it. Next up, we have the Adidas Fear of God Athletics Basketball 2 Pink Ash set to release in June. The first Adidas Fear of God Athletics basketball sneaker was a flop, but Jerry Lorenzo answered the critics with an actual court-worthy model in late 2024. The Basketball 2 is by all definitions a true upgrade from its predecessor, taking with a light strike midsole, TPU shank, and layered upper in line with Lorenzo's established design aesthetic. Following the night brown and putty beige, this model is continuing to run with ash pearl on June 6th. Now, I don't think that this overall line was a flop. It was just too damn much. The price point, bro. I think, what was it? Was it 250 or something at first? They want these for 200. So they got a high top and a low top. The low is 180. I'm not gonna lie, these are pretty nice. These do give old 2018, 2017 vibes though. And I'm not gonna lie, those old school vibes, let's think about it. Like, we didn't have, when Kanye, and I know we don't talk about Ye as much, he's like Voldemort, you know, but with the Adidas, you know, the Yeezy 750s, like, we didn't have, it was a couple of colorways, but we just didn't live in that moment long enough. We had those, Adidas was dropping tubulars, like that type of era of that. And even when Jerry Lorenzo dropped the Fear Gods through Nike, he dropped a lot of different colorways. I won't lie on that pair, but I just feel like there wasn't a big amount of time with that. I think that those were some of the best sneakers in general coming, especially from the high top models. Low top are dope as well. And I'm happy to see something similar to that kind of come back, because I still personally like this overall shape and style of sneakers in general. Maybe I'm being an OG. I like this. This colorway is more of that salmon colorway as well. I would prefer, you know, some other colorways over this one, but I do like these colorways as well. Like, I wouldn't mind owning something close to that salmon type of pink. But I wouldn't mind owning a pair of these eventually down the pipeline. $200 is high up there, but I'm not mad. And I feel like for this being a new iteration type of sneaker and potentially newer technology, $200, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. You know, $250 was, I think, where he messed himself up and he had to drop that down. It was something around there. I just know the prices were stupid and they were sitting. And then $180 for these are not bad as well. You know, some people, it's funny though, some of y'all be thinking like I be complaining about prices, but the thing is, then when I say a price like at $180 or $200 is fine, then I'll have people come out and be like, yo, it's these YouTubers that be buying these shoes and saying that it's okay. That's why Jordan keeps raising the prices. Like, it's always the seesaw effect, right? So right here on this particular pair, me personally, I think that the price point on these for the newer technology on this shoe, I don't have an issue with the 180 or 200, you know, compared to what it was at one point, which was 250. I'm good on that. Next up, we have the Air Max 95 OG Bright Mandarin, and this is going to be with the big bubble as well. We've seen so far the pink foam and then the neons. Now we got these dropping on June 6th for $190. So far, man, I ain't gonna lie, like I like these colorways that have been dropping. I love this colorway in particular as well. $190, you know, they do kind of upgrade the big bubble and whatnot. But one thing I don't really, now they're probably like, from what we understand, they're making them as close to the OG as the original. But one thing I do not like about these from the previous pairs is the material. You know, I would have thought this would be suede, but this is felt, guys. This is all felt. This is not suede. So when you rub it, it's not like the suede material. You know, when it comes to Air Max 95, there might be patent leather, you might got suede, you might got leathers. This is felt. If you don't know what felt is, kind of hard to explain, but it's like a cottony type of feeling almost. But I love the colorway on these. And even though these are felt, I would still grab this pair. Like, I love this colorway and I may still do so. And I'm looking here to see, like, do they even mention the actual material? Yeah, I don't see them mentioning it, but for the most part, from what this looks like the same exact material that we've been getting from the previous pairs as well. But I'm just trying to let y'all know, that's all. June 6th, $190. I am gonna keep my eye on this one, and this might be one that I might have to pick up. Next up, we got the Foamposite Triple White, scheduled for a fall 2025 release. That's what it's saying. And it's similar to the beloved 2013 whiteout pair. That's what it's saying initially. But now we're getting a release date, which is June 13th. The retail price point is $230 on these, all white. And for the most part, you know, all white bricks, man. Cocainas. I ain't gonna lie, these are clean. Now, I'm kind of curious on if these are matte or that satin shine to it. I'm not gonna lie, I would like to get white, patent leather white, like that patent shine, right? That satin shine. I wouldn't want these to be matte. These do look a little bit matte. So with that said, I'm curious to see how they end up feeling, because we did have the Psychic Blue version that was matte. And I told y'all recently how I've been feeling about these foams. Like, these foams real recently, they've been softer. The materials seem like they've been kind of cut a little bit. They don't feel like the Royals and the Galaxies that we got of recently either. That was just one pair though, so I'm not gonna hold this one to it. So yeah, guys, so, you know, I'm just hoping that they do go with that shine, because if it is the matte, it's probably gonna be nice, but they might be cutting the fabric a little bit, you know, that's just being honest. $230, June 13th. I'm gonna be waiting. It does look matte. It looks clean matte though. Don't get me wrong, it looks clean. These look clean as hell, but they've been cutting corners on the phones, bro. I'm gonna be 1,000 with y'all. 1,000. Then we got a big time release that nobody's really talking about, and there's no leaks, so that's why I'm kind of like, I'm not too sure if this one's dropping or not. I would think it is, but we got a Trophy Room Air Jordan 6 to set release in June, to be determined, June 13th as well. There's no actual pictures or anything on this particular shoe, which is wild. Like, nothing by now. They are definitely, I'm trying to see right now, like, bro, they've been holding out for a minute. Let me see. Yeah, even here, Air Jordan 6 Trophy Room. This was May 17th. Well, this is a Trophy Room exclusive right here when I searched it up. But this is like a 101 for Trophy Room, the store. So we still ain't seen nothing. Still don't know nothing. We're gonna have to wait and see, but you know, I like to see what they got going on and the storytelling behind it, because you know, Trophy Room always has a nice story as well. And believe it or not, they've gotten easier and easier to obtain over the years, which I'm not mad at all. Next up, we got the Jordan 14 Ferrari. This has been a big time shoe right here. You know, originally releasing back in 2014, a shoe that was around when I first started doing YouTube, man. This is a big time shoe to see it finally come back. As far as the retail price, I think it's saying NA here, but I think it's going to be 210. I think it's like 210. It originally released back in 2014. The retail back then was $200. And I remember, because I remember like, damn, you know, they went kind of a little up on the price back then, because back then, I think Jordans were like 170, 180 at that time. Even here, June 11, 210. Adult sizing and grade school pairs. Okay, so I think these are going to do phenomenal in my humble opinion. I think these are going to sell extremely well. Reviews up on the channel right now if you want to go and check it out. Be on top of it. Definitely going to probably get on some shorts very soon as well. Do some YouTube shorts and some IG reels on this. But this is a very, very nice shoe. And I was able to get, you know, one of the first pairs out here. So I'm happy. But official retail images. This is a beauty, man. This is a big time shoe. I got to get my wallet up to date because June is looking pretty damn good, you know. And then last but not least, we have the Jordan 5 Grape. Now, these are set to be releasing on June 21st, retail 210 with the Nike Air on the back. Now, this released back in 2013, I want to say, because this was one of the first shoes that I remember just seeing. These, back in 2013 when I started YouTube, it was these. It was the Jordan 6 Infrareds. It was the Jordan 5, also the Varsity Maze Laney joints, which I hope we can see those very soon as well. And you know, you'll be seeing these pretty soon on the channel, probably like tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing these bad boys. These things are beautiful. 210 though on the price point is wild. But with that said, looking forward to seeing how, you know, times have changed. Things that would once fly or things that would now sit. I'm looking to see, I'm curious to know if these will sit or not. I don't think so, but at the same time, I've been wrong. And whether they sit or not, I don't give a damn. I'm copping. These are instant cop. These are definitely instant collection piece, instant on foot. And I'm just happy to be here, bro. Just happy to be here when it comes to this particular pair. I ain't gonna lie. But be on the lookout. I got my 2013 pair, so we'll be doing a comparison of the two and seeing if it's an upgrade or not. From what I've seen so far, like the little bit I've seen, it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Real good. So yeah, guys, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, what you guys are looking forward to. This is more so just the top releases more than the top 10. Even though I will say top 10, but I didn't really put it in order, but I will say that the last two are my top favorite. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all as always, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.